Alright, 2K4 CTF. This is map 2 of PUG 1 for the night. We have landed back on Bleak. Very popular choice lately. I think it's because it's a big change of pace from a lot of the maps we're used to seeing in 2K4. This one is very difficult to lock down. Very tough to keep this flag on the stand. It's going to be moving a lot. Really the fights you're going to see are stopping the flag carrier from leaving the base, right around this front area. And once you get back into your base, it's not very easy to go from inside your base to your flag stand very quickly. There's some fancy pistons you can do, there's a bunch of wall dodges, but what you're going to see is a lot of returns right back in this area, you know, sort of 20 or 30 feet from the stand. Got a keg down low right here, amp spawns in the middle. We've also had 100 armor in each base. And it looks like, yeah, here we go, 100 armor is going to spawn up in this corner, and those are going to be your key power-ups for this game. Alrighty, we're seeing some pistons going out low, we're seeing Afro going out this side route. Sneaks behind Cuzkey going out flat, can't hit him with the rockets though. Gets taken out by a flak ball, a couple more kills coming in. Red, yeah, walking right into their base right now. Might have caught Blue napping in mid. They might have been sitting on those power-ups, because typically it's fairly easy to translocate. Yeah, it looks like Red does have amp coming out there, so they may have been waiting on those power-ups rather than getting ahead and getting the enemy flag moving. So now they're hoping they can use those power-ups to get a rebound cap and tie it right back up here. Or excuse me, I double it up. I believe they caught Blue napping in mid. Smurfette is perfection. Ha! That's what we've got there. Makes sense. You saw what he's been doing in mid there. This is a good map to have your third offensive player sort of play in mid and do some deathmatching. It's very difficult to actually keep your flag in base, so it's not a bad idea to just sort of concede that and push up front and just plan on cutting off flag carriers in mid and oops. And then that way you can push forward and help out your flag carrier. Looks like we got PB coming out side here. Again, I think Red's best bet is going to be to blob up together and just sort of run it all together, because they're not going to have the ability to make any crazy trick jumps on this map, or a lot of the doubling back, a lot of the sort of fancy flag runner moves you're not going to see from their players. It's just not what they do. Smurfette now, perfection, grabbing that amp. Back in mid, deathmatching, exactly what I would expect him to be doing on this map. Just sort of trying to kill his flag carrier's way back to base. However, can't do much with that amp. You see xios coming in there with a multi-kill. PB now got the flag for Red, going out flak. He does have some close cover up here. They're trying to kill the pursuers behind him. They can't quite get him though, so now he's going to be all by himself coming to low to his base. DC's going to take him out and probably get that return. Yep. What you saw there is his cover. He actually ran past his cover as they stood behind him and tried to kill off the pursuers as they try to catch up with him. However, a lot of times in that position, you're going to want to see your cover guys suicide so they can get back ahead of you and catch back up with you. Otherwise, you're going to go down and there's going to be nobody to pick up the flag, and that's exactly what happened there. See Galgore going out, no armor, not much health, going to go down immediately. Lino, though, is sitting right back on his flag stand, and Red opting to shoot at him instead of translocating to the flag. That's sort of a fundamental error right there, but I think we're again seeing some of the inexperience of some of these guys that haven't played Capture the Flag quite as long as some of these other players that we're seeing in this bug. There's a good variance though. Some of these folks come from, one-on-one, some of them are coming from team deathmatch primarily. Hell, you could argue that Cuzkey comes from about 7 different game types before Weapons Capture the Flag. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard while both flags are stable. Very even scores going in here, and that belies the cap advantage, which is 0. Fro now grabbing, going out that flak side again. He seems to like going there. He has cover waiting for him. Cover goes down. He's by himself in mid. Gets pistoned out in mid by Cuzkey. Not going to go very far. They are going to get this pickup by Facial. I'm going to try to extend this and hope that some of his cover can get out to help him. Lino's in position, but can't quite get to there. You're going to see a lot of flag runners, especially if they're grabbing by themselves without cover set up, leaving that sort of exit left right through that flak area, up that ramp. You're kind of vulnerable in that ramp, but if the defense is in the base, it lets you break line of sight with them very quickly. As we see now, effectively a mini flag standoff as Red was waiting to time that return, waiting for their flag carrier to get back to the stand. That way they could time it and return it right as he got there, and Blue didn't have a chance to grab, but unfortunately that let Blue get a numbers advantage and take out that flag before they could get any further. So get Afro in his cover, really outnumbered in mid here. Red is all over him. Gonna get that return. Keg goes to Cuzkey. Let's see what he does with it. Here we go. He's going back on D with it. So let's go ahead and see Smurfette's here coming on offense again with another amp. He has some armor too, so he will have a chance to take out some of this D and really disrupt it for his team. Grabbing that lightning gun so we can one-shot people here, play a little instigate with that amp. However, doesn't catch up with his flag runners. He's going to go ahead and grab himself. We'll stay on him. Wow. Combo comes out of nowhere as he tries to piston off the flag stand. Meanwhile, Lino just walking right back to his flag stand. And again, we're seeing red guys, same as last map, not able to get in front of the enemy flag carrier and get a last-second grab to deny them that cap. You may die quickly, but if you can buy your team 3 more seconds, I mean, that can be the difference between having all your cavalry coming in and able to get that return, or right there where the enemy flag carrier just walks into base. I mean, they pull up that shield gun and say, haha, you're shooting shock at me. Have a little reflection back at you. Let's go check red 100 armor up. Nobody grabbing it. Amp's not up, so let's go back to the flags. Looks like Blue there trying to take the red 100 while they run in the flag. Smart move right there. Not only does it, effectively double your health in that flag run, but you can also get time on Josh now. A lot of health here. Must come in with the keg. He's going to piston his way into mid. There's not a great way to run the flag quickly through mid, but that's a pretty fast method. If you can take that sort of mid-level run, he's going to need to piston up to the flag stand here. If he takes any damage, he's going to go down. Blue able to get ahead and get that grab, but they just didn't have anyone else there to help extend that. So we're back tied again. You did see Blue there at least have one person try to get ahead and pull that flag to keep it from being an instant cap and sort of prolong the situation. One thing Blue has been lacking, or excuse me, one thing Red has been lacking in. Lino now trying to do the same thing, just sort of piston tapping across mid. However, Red pretty much took over their base and was just waiting for him. Josh going out, no health or armor. Does have some cover though. They're going to need to take out a couple defenders here to have any chance to get in mid, and xios sneaking right behind. Combo to the ass. He doesn't really go anywhere. Afro now coming through mid. I don't know what the timing on that keg is. You saw Josh with it coming in, so it should be up soon. Doesn't seem to have timing on it though, because he's going to run right into PB's shield gun. That's not going to be a good time. Oh, 75 armor, 115. So Facial coming in. One thing you'll notice about Facial, he's a true flag runner in that he will rarely grab unless he has over 100 armor, or excuse me, over 100 health, and usually armor. He likes to stack up and try to make the most of his grabs. And now you see him back in base. The whole blue team is here, so they really need to clear out this base. They don't want to repeat of Grindle Keep, where they get the flag back only to not be able to clear out the base and to get denied right in the stick. And that's what you saw just with a double kill right there. Josh able to secure that return. Other flag goes back though, and so we're all back to square one again. Amp's not up. Red 100 gets taken by the defense. Red flag gets taken by blue offense, and Lino had that keg there. He's going to piston out across mid. I don't know how much, or excuse me, piston back into his base. I don't know if that flag's coming back. They're trying to time the return, but wow, some nice rockets coming in. Takes him out right as he jumped up there. Blue flag getting returned. Let's take a look at the scoreboard while both flags are stabilized here. Yeah, once again, not a huge discrepancy in frags. Same thing we saw last map. What you're really seeing is, well, it's a 2-2 game, and all the scores pretty much belie that. The defenses are having have more kills than the offenses, but it's really going to come down to, I think, who can be in position. There you saw Cuzkey actually tried to get that last second grab to deny that cap. However, his translocator bounced off the flag carrier. That's rough, because if he had timed it slightly different, he would have actually telefragged him and gotten an instant return. There you see, a millisecond here or there can make a huge difference. The difference between winning and losing, really. I believe Smurfette still has Amp here. Going on a killing spree with the flag. Of course, that makes you a double huge target. PB jumping out to mid. I think he's got dual assault rifles. Would have been interesting to see him spam some assault grenades behind him. Might not be a bad tactic on a really tight, sort of close quarters map like this, where things like flak and rockets can be so effective. Grenades are extremely difficult to avoid, especially when they start bouncing around. Josh coming out, only 105 health, down to 35. Probably not going to go very far as, well, xios goes down, so the defense on blue is having to respawn, but pretty much any shot's going to take him out. Keg should be up reasonably soon. I don't know what the exact timing is. Doesn't matter. Flag gets returned. They drop right on his face. Facial now ready, and there you go. See, Red completely ready for that return, able to get that flag off the stand. Denial coming in by Red again, and flag gets returned. Or excuse me. So I didn't get returned. Okay. Well, they were in position that time at least. You know, learning from their past mistakes, getting a little more solid with their fundamentals, and always keeping the enemy flags off the stand. Oh, nice combo in on Galgore. He's gone down to basically no health. Got Lino in front of him. Not going to go very far there. Double check the power-ups real quick. Not seeing it. Smurfette in mid with the amp. I think he just went down. Yeah, it looks like he did. So we're going to head over to Josh. Grab him with a little bit of armor. That disappears in a hurry whenever you've got DC and Xios shooting at you and no other red offense coming in on him. We're just past the halfway point in this map. Only a one-cap game, but given how even it's been, Red's going to need to make sure to get one across sooner rather than later. They don't want to leave this up to the last minute and have to push extra people on offense just to try to tie it back up and force an overtime. Blue flag is moving. Josh been a little more aggressive with grabbing here. Galgore with the cover there. He's going to go in there and probably grab again. There we go. A little bit of armor. He's going to go out that flak side, but he's got a link gun on him, so it's very hard to avoid link gun when you're walking up an incline like that. Your movement options in this game are really really reduced whenever you're running uphill like that. All the red all over the blue flag carriers. They had all just been killed off by the defense on the other side, so not a good time to be caught out in mid there. Blue base looking fairly empty. Red flag gets taken. Let's go see what's going on with that. Not much. A couple LGs making his head nice and crispy. A good treat for this cold weather. We're seeing a lot of link gun coming out now, probably to prevent people from doing those quick piston jumps out to mid. Always an effective tactic. May not be glamorous linking someone down, but I'll tell you what, when you can lock them down and keep them from doing any drastic movements, it really, really hurts a lot of these flag runners who are used to being able to be all tricky. Galgore grabbing. Nice mid-air headshot coming in there. Let's go see where this red flag is headed. Fro once again going out flak. Nobody covering though. He's going to get cut off by the defense and shot in the back. Sounds like Blue Hunter just got taken. Didn't see who took that, but you got facial coming through mid here. A little bit of armor, a little bit of health. He's in good shape. Looks like Blue killed off most of the red attackers back here, so they're in good position if they can get this flag returned. Alright, Red is now in their base, pretty much 4-on-2 on the flag carrier there. Red all went on cover. However, Blue is going to get in front of the flag carrier, so Josh's going to piston in the base, but he's not going to get in there by himself. Blue's going to get that return, and Red flag's going to be moving. Red sent everyone on return there, and unfortunately left nobody back to secure their base or guard their flag carrier, so he just got outnumbered there. So this was a nice pickup. He might try pistoling to his base right now. The base is relatively empty. Oh, gets combo boosted straight to the flag stand. The flag is, wow, just denied on the flag stand. That was a matter of inches. If he had flown, I don't know, maybe 6 in-game inches to his left, he would have actually capped that in midair. But instead he got knocked into the wall and then killed on the spot, stuck in that corner, and then the flag gets returned. Very unfortunate by xios there. Although that boost itself was sort of a lucky gift as it was, so I suppose we call that karma right there. Lino dancing around, excuse me, Josh dancing around, staying alive. Only looking at 60 health right now. He's going to need some. He's got some help in mid. He's going to piston back into base. Pretty much hoping for a pickup at this point. He can piston up to his flag, and Blue denies at the last second. Xios getting the return. And see, that's sort of your capture the flag fundamentals right there that we talked about. That's what you want. You want one person, whoever's closest to the flag stand, to translocate straight to the flag and get it off the stick, which is what Xios did, while whoever's further away can take shots at it, and that's exactly what you saw there. They saw the denial from a distance, and then Xios up close to get the instant return. Josh getting a little bit of health, running out to mid. He's got all kinds of blue shooting at him. Nobody up close to get the pickup, so that's going to go back. However, both flags are returned now. Let's go see what the status is on the amp. Still not up. Josh going to try pistoning again. Not really getting much health and armor going on here. He's trying to just sort of grab and see if he can outrun the red defense. Not happening this time, though.
5-minute warning.
There you go. See the 5-minute warning coming in. Still could go either way right here. You can cap in this map. That certainly in 20 to 25 seconds, depending on how many times you have to relay the flag. Cuzkey now in his base, or excuse me, in enemy base, heading towards his base. He's got all kinds of cover up high. If you can get cover, that high to mid route right there is very effective because there's a lot of choke points that the defensive players have to run through to try to get to you. Oh wow, drops the flag in midair and drops right on a blue defender to get that return instantly. Kind of bad luck there. Facial though, he's all ready to go here. He's in base. He knows they're going to pull, so he doesn't get too close to the flag stand. Smart move. Able to get that kill, but Cuzkey up there to get that return. Not quite a denial, but might as well have been. That was very close to a cap. Facial didn't have a whole lot of help there, though. Looks like we're going to see 2 more pulls here. Josh, a little bit of... Wow, lots of health and armor, actually. Oh, a nice headshot coming in right there. Headshot and a shock primary at the same time. Going to take you out instantly, no matter what your health is there. Facial waiting on the flag stand for the return. They may be sitting on this flag. I'm not sure where it dropped. Oh, it dropped right in front of the flag stand. Wisely not going to return it. They're going to try to bait enemy enemy attackers into jumping into it. Not as huge of an advantage on this map because the flag sits in this corner where it's easy to spam with splash damage, just like we're seeing right now. It's because he gets a shield gun kill right in that corner. It's easy to corner flag carriers in there. Cuzkey once again trying that shield gun defense, reasonably effective. Once when you've got the flag off in that little corner like that, it's an okay move. It's desperation, but if you don't have time to go grab a real weapon, it can be effective. Josh now trying to make his way out flag side. Only has one cover. They take out the D, but he's going to be double teamed again. Really have to, if you're going to take that side route, you got to get out of there quick because it's so easy to get in front and cut that off. There you go. Just about 2.5 minutes remaining. Let's go check on this amp. Looks like it's not up at the moment. Josh's going to get this blue flag moving. Red needs another cap. Like I said, 2.5 minutes left. It's certainly doable here. But they're going to need to start pushing a little more aggressive offense. Maybe they can grab the amp and make an amp run. Maybe they push one of their defenders out mid and just get a little more aggressive with the numbers and hope that they can get a flag back and then get into a standoff situation. But they certainly need to do something here because they're down to 2 minutes left. And that clock is just ticking away. Josh coming out to mid. Not much health. Really, he's going to hope for a pickup here. It does happen. Galgore gets the pickup. He is down to low health. He's going to go down. Nobody there. Oh, Josh almost got that pickup right there. And that's really what they need to do. They need to just grab 4 people, all group up together, and just try to relay this flag across the map. Even if they don't get the cap immediately, at least they can set up for a flag standoff and then send 2 or 3 people back on return and play it from there. When you're desperate for a cap, you'd rather have both flags gone than neither flag gone. Josh grabbing, going low. The defense is all over him. And there you go. Lino dropping back, getting him from above. No pickup there. We're going to back up to blue base. They've got their flag carrier ready to come in base. You got a shield gun on the stand, but he gets killed immediately. Wow. So you got the return and the kill, and the return and the kill right on the stand. So there you go. 4-2, a minute left. Pretty much going to do it. Might still be mathematically possible, but you're going to need to see some 100% conversion rates coming in here by Red on these flag runs. They pretty much need to run everyone into mid right now. They do have an amp guarding behind. That'll help a lot. However, they need to send some people back to base to clear it out right now. Or this isn't going to do them any good. They have 3 in their base, though. I think they actually sent too many people back. They do need to get this flag back into their base first. And so Galgore waiting to turn this corner. He's got 2 defenders in front of him, 1 defender in front of him. They're going to take him out. They are going to get this pickup right into the stand, and xios there for the return. Smurfette now ready to get that cherry pick. Might have been better off fighting in his base, although he may have just dropped his translocator back there, so he may have actually been in position. But with 20 seconds left, nothing's really going to happen there. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. xios now dropping in a big 190 there. However, I really don't think the frags themselves were the difference this game, because I didn't see a whole lot of just utter domination at the choke points. I think what we really saw was, again, just blue team being in the right position at the right time. It's all about timing, especially on a map like this where the flags move constantly. It's really about getting, knowing when to drop back and clear that flag, and then knowing when to get your guys up front to guard the entrances to the base. And blue was able to do it better on both maps, and that was really the difference we saw there. So there you go, Lino coming in with 6 headshots. Really the story of his game there. 500's coming in for him. Can't see anyone else's stats because everyone left, but there you go, that's Bleak, and that's this Pug.